You are listening to the Outlaw Podcast with me, your host, Andrea Hall. I am a certified equine gestalt coach, speaker, 3-time author, and lawyer. I help women lawyers who are miserable in their career, struggling with mental and emotional health issues, wanting to have fun in their lives, and struggling to be selfish. After fulfilling my dream of being a criminal defense attorney and opening my own law practice right out of law school, I thought I had it all. While at the height of my career, my 18-month-old puppy died, and I thought, what am I killing myself for? Sometime later, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and my world turned upside down. It was in that moment I realized something had to change. This podcast is about sharing my journey with you about what is possible in your life outside the legal profession, stopping the adulting and being able to play as a child, inspiring you to dream again. Let the journey begin. Welcome back to another episode of Outlaw. I'm your host, Andrea Hall. Well, the wheel fell off the bus last week. This is one of my favorite lines that I say quite often. And literally for me, one of the wheels fell off my bus. And what I mean by that is typically for most human beings, and I've been there myself, your bus has 4 tires on it, and I say that each one of the wheels is a different area of your life, whether it's physical, spiritual, mental, or emotional. And typically, the air in your tires is not equally filled in all 4 tires, and you're typically going down the road wobbling at 100 miles an hour and headed straight for the ditch. Well, the beginning of this year, I committed to doing certain things for my mental and emotional health, and one of those things was diligently getting up a couple hours early. Typically getting up and working out every single day. Well, I started working out and was stretching afterwards and things of that nature. However, I noticed that I started having extreme lower back pain, and I could not figure out what was going on. And what I thought prompted it was I had went and got a massage. That's how I started off the year, was getting this massage so that I could be healthy and relaxed and ready to go. And within a few short days after getting the massage, I noticed that I was really struggling with, like I said, my lower back, my glutes, things of that nature. And so I ended up going to the chiropractor for several times, and he was not able to manipulate me. And that for me was very unusual, because I usually could go to the chiropractor and be manipulated very easy, and all I wanted to do was just have my lower back snapped. And I even said to him, okay, could you change the way you are doing the manipulation? He had been using a drop-down table and was attempting to manipulate me that way. And I was really used to having somebody who was strong and physical and actually manipulating my back and getting things into place. Well, after about 6 sessions, I said, something is not right. And so I called my massage therapist, and I called my dad, who's a masseuse, and I said, what is going on? Something's not right. Well, then I thought that I was having a problem because I had been doing crunches on an exercise ball. I would roll out into a plank position, and then I would roll from, my mid-calf area and bring my knees up to my chest with the fit ball. And I thought, well, maybe I'm just not strong enough and I'm hyperextending my back and creating this tension And that is then causing more strain on my back. And this is why I'm having these shooting pains down my leg and all of this other stuff, right? And so, needless to say, I went back to my masseuse and we figured it out that I have a tight ass. Yes, most people really love to have a tight ass, but in this case, I was not happy that I had a tight ass. And so we worked on it, and within 24 hours, I could already feel a difference when she was able to get those muscles to relax. And so, super excited, I'm feeling better, and I'm gonna go see her tomorrow. Yet, what happened for me last week when I couldn't work out was, I think, something that happens to a lot of people, right? Like, you start going really good with something, you're committed to a diet, to working out, to not biting your nails, to journaling, to meditating, and then for some reason, life gets in the way, or something happens and it causes a bump in the road. And for me, the bump in the road was my back last week. And as a result of that, and I was busy with the farm show, it caused me to A, not work out, and B, take several days where I didn't have that morning time. So I was still getting up at 5:30 in the morning. However, I had a commitment that I had to be at by 7. So as a result of that, it took away from my personal time. And what I noticed, and I think what you will notice or be able to relate to, is that for me, I felt disappointed because I had set this expectation. And what will people think? And I didn't post on Facebook. I only did my post on Monday, and I didn't do any other posts. And throughout the week, I kept thinking, oh my gosh, I should. Because I said I would, right? And so at the end of the week, as I was, like I said, starting to feel better, I could feel that disappointment and that expectation that I had in myself and the frustration of not doing what I said I was going to do. And, you know, there's people that count on me for things. And so when I wasn't able to do some of those things because I had stopped doing what I had committed to for me, it was difficult to put the hammer down and to say to myself, it's okay. It's okay that something happened, and not beat myself up about it, yet to still be committed to what it is that I said I was going to do. And so now this week, I've put the wheel back on the bus and it's going around and we're starting to pick up speed again. And so it was a huge realization how critical, even though I have been working on things, how critical I could easily become of myself. And that the muscle of taking care of myself and working on me is not quite strong enough, yet I'm not going to give up. And I think so many times people tend to give up when they slide and are human and say, okay, well, I screwed up and so now it's over. I blew it. I blew the whole diet. So now I'm just going to go back to eating shitty food or doing what I did before, right? Instead of going, you know what? Okay, it was a slip up, whether it was your fault or not, and life got in the way, and now we're going to get back on track. And so for me, it was nice to sit back and reflect and go, wow, what have I gained and learned and discovered about myself in these last 30 days that are different, and how am I responding differently to what has happened in the last week than I would have done 30, 60, 90 days ago.
and hoping that as I continue to build that muscle, that I will remember to put the hammer down sooner, as well as I will not be so disappointed, and I will lower the expectations of myself and allow myself to be in that place of it's okay, and that I can get back on the bus with all four wheels going down the road. And I'm just wondering if you can relate to anything that I just said in here, whether it's about you set a goal and then life got in the way, or something physically happened to you, or you got sick, and as a result of that, you dropped whatever your goal, your dream, your desire was, and left it in the ditch, instead of picking up the tire, putting it back on the bus, refilling it with air, getting in the bus, and driving back down the road. I know I'm not the only one who experiences this, and it's really that time of year where people are really starting to say, did I really want what I said I wanted for a New Year's resolution? Did I really want to lose weight? Eating healthy is boring, or it takes too long to meal prep, or I don't have time to get up and go to the gym. So I just would love for you to share some of your stories about how maybe one of the wheels on your bus fell off, whether it was this week or 2 weeks ago, or maybe even today. And I would love to be able to support you in getting your wheel back on the bus. So thanks for tuning in to another episode of Outlaw.
Thanks for tuning into another episode of Outlaw. There is life after litigation. If anything I said in this episode resonates with you, call for a free exploratory session to see how I can help you. My horses will give you instantaneous feedback, unlike traditional talk therapy. You will shift your awareness into real time with the help of a horse. The horses are like lie detectors, flushing out limiting beliefs with a swish of their tail, a shift of their 1,200-pound body, or a simple unwillingness to move. Horses have a way of seeing into the window of our souls. Horses have been connected to humanity since the dawn of time. Their hearts can heal and mend our broken hearts. Simply standing in their presence can change our lives forever, putting the puzzle pieces back together and returning us to wholeness. Horses are restoring the parts of us that have been missing. You can call us at 970-682-4405 to set up your appointment today. Want to be inspired daily? See about our latest events or purchase a copy of my books? Go to our website at www.witherswhisper.com. That's www.witherswhisper.com. Or you can follow us on any social media venue at Withers Whisper. Until the next episode, listen to the whispers.